What is the smallest lie you've ever told which had the biggest consequences? In the second grade, I told the substitute that my real name wasn't Asire. It was Sarah, and the family that was keeping me made me change my name. I missed being Sarah. Fast forward a couple hours. CPS is at our house and my parents were livid. Being the youngest sibling, I was always getting razzied, so one time they told me as I was starting school to look out for the fiery drill. I had never been in school, so I asked what it was. You will hear a loud bell that warns children when this man comes to the school and attacks with a drill that's on fire and tries to drill into the kids' brains. So a few weeks into school there is a fire drill, so I take off screaming like crazy, hoping to survive running as far away from the school as I could. My mom was not too happy with my siblings when she got the call from our school telling her I was gone. When I was about 13, I called a little boy ugly. At the time, my mom's best friend was driving me home from school. Of course she told my mother what I said, and my mom asked me to not say things like that. I told her I didn't call anyone ugly. It was a little lie. At first I didn't know what she was talking about, and it became this big whole ordeal about my kid would never lie to me, and why would I lie about this? They were best friends and they no longer speak because of this. All three of us were dumb and immature. I hate it when parents think their kids are saints. I would totally believe my long-term friend telling me my kid did something like that over my kid saying they didn't. I guess I just look at the facts in any situation. My mom always believed everyone else over me even when I was telling the truth. In OP's situation I would probably just let it go. It seems like a very silly thing to lose a friendship over, plus why would a grown woman lie about a kid calling another kid ugly? I guess the best thing to do is just use common sense rather than believe your child is incapable of lying. I told my 3-year-old son I was God just to be funny. No matter how many times I tell him I am not God, he still thinks I am to this day. I said I liked the color green once when I was 12 years old. 9 years later, all the gifts from my family and relatives is green. I told my family that I really like pineapples once. Anyone who walks into my room now thinks I'm a pineapple-obsessed maniac. In middle school I became good friends with the girl whose locker was next to mine. One day at lunch she casually mentioned that she did ballet for a while in elementary school. Stupid me wanting to fit in says, "Oh, me too. I did ballet." Well, somehow she interprets this to mean I'm some experienced prima ballerina, and to this day I'm still keeping up the lie. Truth be told, I can't dance at all. I lied on a job application. Now I have a boring office job. Be bloody grateful for it, or quit and find a job you like better. Don't be the loser who deases their job forever, does a bad job at it, and ends up a sad sack. 14 years ago, I was at a party of a friend and kinda lied to be super interested in a turtle or tortoise or whatever it was that he had in a terrarium. I just wanted to pretend to have a valid reason to be in this corner of the room in order to get a better view of a girl standing there who was apparently not wearing a bra. But she started to talk to me, and it turned out she had just moved in next door and didn't know anybody there. We are now married for almost 10 years and have a girl and a boy. Not mine, but my sister. She told me the truth in a state of total bewilderment. Wanting to get out of gym class one day in the 6th grade, she told the teacher she fell on the playground and hurt her arm. She managed to work up enough fake tears that the nurse got my mom to pick her up and take her to the hospital, where the X-ray tech must have been completely drunk, because he announced that her wrist was broken. She spent the rest of the year in a cast. I told someone in my class that I was black. They didn't realize it was a joke and told everyone I was black. Now I'm a black dude. Edit. I'm not black. I was alone in a room with my boyfriend at the time, and I let out a silent fart. He asked me if I had farted, and I swore I didn't. He broke up with me because he knew I did and said if I was capable of lying about the small stuff he would never be able to trust me. It's kind of funny looking back on it now. I go out of my way to be super honest about little things now. I told a friend of mine that I wasn't feeling well to get out of fishing. She went by herself, tripped, and ended up breaking her leg. Her leg didn't heal right and she ended up addicted to painkillers to deal with the pain. That got her in with a bad crowd of shady as fuck characters, and has been in and out of jail for most of her life. I should have gone fishing. After my GF cheated on me, I told her that I too cheated on her by kissing someone else. I told her that so that she wouldn't feel as guilty. She ended up using that info as a catalyst to cheat again.